What's up, my dudes? This is RMGC Gaming, and sorry about the long time that I haven't made the video because, yeah. So I'm back, and as you saw on my arcade, I posted a post where I was gonna make the Minecraft beta 1.16.063 will changelog reading. So here we go. We're gonna read it again. This is Minecraft beta 1.16.063. This is for Xbox One, Windows 10, Android. The betas are for Android, and the Minecraft Bedrock edition is for PS4 and all other platforms. PS4, iOS, and others. Those stuff. Others are don't have any betas. Please read before participating. We already know that. We're not gonna read that. Crashes and stability fixes. Fix several crashes that could occur during gameplay, which is the exact same as usually before. So, fix the crash when auto-crafting 64 honey blocks from recipe book in survival. So if you were trying to craft 64 honey blocks with this auto-crafting in the recipe book, it would crash on you in survival. Fix an issue that could occur if the player equipped any of their right armor, used a clear command to clear it, and then equipping another piece of their right armor of the same type. I don't know what that means. Okay. Fix the crash that could happen when a mob's state changes. So if a drown just changes, if a zombie has changes to drown, Hux changes to zombie, it would crash on you, and our piglins change to zombified piglin, and the hoglin turn into zoglin, it would have crashed. Fix navigation.walk to handle the case where it is used on a flying entity so that the flying entity will not cause lag while it's touching the ground. Okay, so if you haven't heard before, Mojang has changed their logo, the name to Mojang Studios, updated Mojang Studios loading screens. Just like that, they made their new logo. They're not called Mojang anymore, they're called Mojang Studios. Nerbiome's distribution now better matches that in Minecraft Java Edition. Fix an issue where players on Xbox One may have errors accessing the marketplace. Improved reliability of loading characters. Fixed an instance where a character can be lost when offline. Fix an issue that prevents achievements from being unlocked offline after reconnecting. And by the way, guys, when the full release of the Nether update comes out, there's gonna be new achievements and stuff coming to the Nether update. Just like the Java edition got new advancements. Fixed issue of incorrect player hand animations when using fishing rod in third person. Fix the Xbox main menu getting stuck forever after canceling the sync pop-up blocks. Secondary player in a split screen game will now animate properly when you look at them. Suspending and resuming the game will no longer make a player's model disappear. The second player's hand in split screen game will no longer disappear when you look at them with the first player. First person. Or wait, oh yeah, first player, yeah. I get it. Netherbrick's textures Netherbrick texture has been updated. Chisel Netherbrick and Quartz Netherbrick textures are updated. I saw on when I got this beta, it was the Nether Quartz. The what they did, they changed the Chisel Netherbrick texture to make it match Java, and Quartz bricks to match Java. Crimson Trapdoor is now called Crimson Trapdoor. So this is actually a thing. Warp forests are now more rare compared to other. nether biomes. So it's a Java parody. When players enter warp forests, the previous track now plays until it's finished. Okay, yeah, a little something in my teeth. Bedrock, okay. Bedrock credits have been updated. The, I think I think to remove Notch from the credits because they did remove Notch from credits and anything from the game because Notch has left the, the team studios. Fixed issue where experimental mode was not being enabled for clients when the server level has it enabled. Optimized sound loading, load memory is now de- deprecated, deprecated. Okay, in sound definitions, JSON, as all audio can now play on low memory devices. A world conversion issue that was causing some items in chunks to convert to bedrock incorrectly. Gameplay changes. Dying shulker boxes no longer causes items to just vanish. Fix incorrect spawn positions when set on top of a pressure plate. Fix an issue where taking arrows, fireworks, or nocturnal shells into the offhand will break the offhand UI slot. Fix an issue where lava will drop uncooked food. Added fallback to the world spawn the the respawn anchor spawned it is obstructed. You home bed. I believe that's a typo there. They tried to make a typo. Your home bed was missing or obstructed. Message shows again. Respawn point set. Message is now displayed for the respawn anchor in all cases. Respawn anchor can be charged without setting respawn point and without exploding outside the nether. That's a change as well for Java because Java had that. The respawn anchor can now have blocks placed against if it contains no charge. Villagers will now harvest crops regardless of what crops amounts that they have in the inventory. XP orbs shoot in random directions once again. It's now impossible to use beds if there is no room for the player to stand next to or on top of the bed when they wake up. Okay. It's now impossible to interact with piglins who are admiring golden items. So it'll make it so you can't barter with them when they're admiring your golden items. Like, it's not talking about gold ingots, it's talking about swords, other stuff. Respawn anchors now play now plays an appropriate sound when it pleats. Lodestone compass is now supported in command. Barrier blocks now no longer generate in Bastion remnants. So if you were in the Bastion remnants, there will be barrier blocks around that would stop you. If you don't know what barrier blocks is, they will stop you at any point. You can't go past it, so they removed the barrier blocks from the Bastion remnants. Chests in Bastion remnants now generate with loot. Mobs no longer consume one of two swords of the same material dropped in the same time, in the same place. Fixed smithing table sound not playing when being used. And also, there's a thing for the smithing table. The outline and the out interface is now changed to match Java. But it doesn't show on the changelog. It shows on the Gamepedia. Respawn anchor charging sound no longer plays in Basal Delta biomes. Oh, so it when I checked this out, it was making those ding 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 sounds in the Basal Deltas, and that I was like, who who's making that? Who's jumping on that sound? Okay, but that has been changed. Lodestone and Compass now plays an appropriate sound. Twisted Vines blocks is now called Twisted Vines. Ooh, shiny achievement now unlocks when distracting a piglin with a gold ingot by right clicking. I don't know I don't know why they're saying that, even though they didn't release achievements. Twisted Vines and Weeping Vines are now destroyed and popped as items immediately when flooded. Mind nether sprouts no longer produce an invalid item that could not be used. Fire now properly converts to soul fire and on soul sand and soul soil when taking is turned off. Finally, they changed it. Man, it's been since 1.16.057 they haven't changed this, but they changed it on this beta. Campfires can now be crafted with charcoal. Using quartz blocks in a stone cutter now produces quartz slabs instead of smooth quartz slabs. Dispensers now use one goldstone when filling respawn anchor. Silk Touch enchant now works on respawn anchor, so Silk Touch enchant and set block commands now works on a crimson button, warp button, crimson hyphae, stripped crimson hyphae, warp hyphae, stripped warp hyphae, weeping vines, twisted vines, blackstone pressure plate, polished blackstone button. The man has a lot of items. Chains can now be pushed by a piston without breaking. Soul torches can now also be crafted with charcoal. Warp and also chains have new sound. Warp fungus on a stick can now be enchanted similar to the carrot on a stick. Striders now take fall damage. That sucks. Because that doesn't make sense at all because they have those little shoes. Those those like burned up shoes. They should stop their fall damage, but now they changed it. Frick. Baby Strider sitting on an adult Strider now freezes when his parents is on land. So so that was actually a change. That was actually a change because in the previous the baby Striders would be still red when they were on the parents, but now this has been changed so they can be purple bluish. So they're when they're on the adult Strider. Strider's movement speed has been adjusted to closer match Java. Netherite items will now catch fire because they are will not catch fire because they are fire resistant. Large basalt columns can no longer be over 10 blocks tall. Basalt deltas now have the correct blocks generated in the biome. Black Blackstone buttons, press plates, slabs, and walls now have the right appearance on maps. Respawn anchors can now be mined by diamond or netherite pickaxes. Mobs now prefer stone swords over gold swords except for piglins. Twisted vines and weeping vines now emit correct sounds when broken. Chains now plays the correct sound when played, so that's what I was saying. I didn't I didn't realize it was on the change log. Glowstone now requires a pickaxe to mine. Many doors had their texture changed. Okay. Warp stem and crimson stems now have the same mining time as oak logs. Warp planks or crimson plank slabs and no longer appear as default in respawn anchors. Recipes for some items. Frick. Players player no longer spawns on the block after relaunching the world while falling. Fix an issue that could occur that could cause the player to respawn in water underwater. That right shovel can now be used to extinguish campfires. Soul soil. What the heck? Another typo. Soul. Really? Soil can be mined more quickly with shovels now. Prison and warp hyphae, including stripped, now be crafted into planks in bedrock. Weeping vines can now be grown using bone meal with dispensers. Mob fixes. Fix an issue where chickens on slabs wouldn't take damage from lava. Hawkins should now always be pacified after fleeing from warp fungus. Mobs can now pathfind on soul sand blocks. Piglins can now outrun Hoglins. Hoglins will retaliate against crossbows wielding piglins less frequently. Villagers no longer drop items they pick up. Use picklock on Zoglin now gives Zoglin spawn egg. Now my helmets now render properly on players. Hoglins and Zoglins are now resistant to knockback. Piglins now make a retreating sound while fleeing from the soulfires towards it. Piglins and Hoglins behavior while fleeing has been improved. Zoglins and zombified Piglins no longer drown in lava. Change many mob behaviors while drowning in lava. Activated Piglins no longer bother. Gold ingots now always properly render in Piglin's hands during barring. Mobs should no longer consume items they pick up. Piglins now become angry when trap chests are destroyed. Hoglins now no longer flee from Zoglins. The zombified Piglin's texture has been updated. Mobs that can equip helmet armor can now also equip their turtle shells. Fixing issues where tank pets would occasionally disappear after transferring to or from the nether. Angry bees are now slower. Iron bars and glass panes now connect to walls. Hyphae blocks can now be crafted into their respective planes. Moving blocks now have the correct collision blocks. Fix wall like emitting blocks items not matching the place blocks. Now, I won't read all of them in this video because you can check out the change log yourself. You'll pick up. Yeah.